Hi guys, so today I am doing a declutter collection video of my eyeshadow and face palettes. I think I'm going to do a series where I go through my whole collection and just show my collection and also declutter things. It's not going to be like a certain goal I want to reach for the declutter. It's just going to be what I don't want. I'm just going to get rid of. I'm either going to throw it away or list it on my Depop. I'll put my Depop down below. So yeah, let's just get started. So this is like my whole shelf. This is where all my palettes are. To be honest, it kind of looks quite cool, I think. I don't know. I'm just going to start from the back. This is just like a Fenty lip gloss set. I'll start off with these palettes. So first, I have the Amrezy palette from Anastasia. This is a really nice palette. It's not with the rest of my Anastasia palettes because it's got like 2 more shades, so it's slightly longer. So it doesn't fit on the shelf very well. But I do really like this palette. I feel like they could have made it the normal size or like the rest of the palettes, but it is really nice. I love the shade Barb. I'm sorry if the lighting's really bad. I've never filmed these types of videos before, so I'm not really sure the best way to do them. This is the Too Faced The Power of Makeup palette by Nikki Tutorials. I know all the drama surrounding this one. It was absolutely awful. I do not support Too Faced. This was the only thing I've ever bought from them, I'm pretty sure. But it is actually signed by Nikki. I do like the eyeshadows apart from Wham Bam and Wanted. I thought they were decent. The blushes, I don't think they should have included them just because of how light they are. But look at the hard pan on the bronzer and the highlight. It's absolutely awful. So I just think they should have stuck to eyeshadows and made the formula really good on the eyeshadows. But I am going to keep this. It is signed and it was my first high-end palette I ever got. So I'm just going to keep it for now. These are both Kaleido's Futurism palettes. So this one is the Futurism 3 Astro Pink. I'm keeping all of these Kaleido's palettes and this is beautiful. The formula on these is so good, honestly, and the packaging is just beautiful. This is the Futurism 5 Electro Turquoise. Like, I don't really love the orange. I don't really like orange in general, to be honest, but I love like kind of turquoise shades, so that's why I got this one. Then my last Kaleido's palette is the Escape Pod palette. This is a really thick palette. I wish it was thinner, but it's not terrible. And this is a really nice colour scheme. I wish there was a few deeper shades in it just to give it some more variety to deepen your look. But overall, it is really nice. Next, I have the Kat Von D Metal Matte palette. Oh my gosh, this is so like beat up. Like all the writings come off. This is just from when I've cleaned it. It's just all come off. I used to use this palette all the time actually, and I really liked it. Like, it's really my sort of colour scheme, all these cool tones in it, and the shimmer formula is really nice and the matte formula is decent as well, but I haven't used it in ages. I don't want it anymore. Obviously I don't buy from Kat Von D anymore or KVD, so I'm going to sell it. If anyone wants it, I don't know, but I will list it for really cheap if anyone wants it, but I don't know. If not, I'll just have to give it to someone or throw it away. Next, I have this Anastasia Magnetic palette. I think these are so pretty, but it's gotten dirty and I can't get it off, so whatever. But in here, I actually had 2 Divina Magnetic palettes, and I had this Moonwell bundle in one of them, and then these 6 shades and this highlighter in another, but I took them all out and gave the magnetic palettes to my sister so I could use this palette. This is also a shade I've taken from the Just My Luck palette, which I'll explain a bit later on. But all this stuff is saying the Divina formula is so nice. I love all these shades, and yeah. This is the Carly Bible Deluxe Edition palette by BH Cosmetics. I really love this palette for the spring, and this formula is actually really good, and so this is definitely staying. This is the Blush Tripolina palette. This brand isn't around anymore, but I do really like these shimmers. It is a nice colour scheme, but I don't really want this palette anymore, to be honest, so I will list this on my Depop. Next, I have the Douce palette by Juvia's Place. I'm not a massive fan of the mattes. Like, I just don't think their matte formula is amazing, but I love these 3 shimmers here. So I will keep this for now, but I don't think I'll keep it for that much longer. So this was originally the Perception palette by Colourpop and Makeup Shayla, and I know it looks terrible. Like, it's literally all come off, but it's not all the Perception palette. It's basically, some of these shades are from the Perception palette and some of them are from the I Think I Love You palette, which I don't think they sell anymore. But I mixed the shades and put the rest in the other palette that I didn't want and gave that to my sister. This was a while ago, but I am keeping these shades because I do like them. I now have some glow kits. So this is the sugar one. These are all staying. I really like these. I don't know what happened to Gumdrop, but these are nice. Then I have the Nicole Guerrero one. This one is my favourite. These are my favourite highlighters ever, these three here. And I have a spare one because they brought it back, which I don't think they should do, but I kind of just bought into that as well at the same time. Anyways, this is the Dream one. This is really dirty. But Sunshine is my favourite from here. I love yellow. This is a magnetic palette I got off Etsy, but it's so dirty, oh my gosh. Inside here I have some MAC shadows of Natural Collection shadow, which I don't even think exists. These two are NYX. This is Becca Opal. And I'm going to get rid of this. These shadows aren't good anymore. Like, to be honest, the MAC shadows were never good. And they've all got hard pan anyways, so this whole thing can go. This is the original Carly Bible palette by BH. I'm keeping this as well. I love taking this to travel. I probably won't keep it that much longer because there is overlapping shades to the deluxe one, but for now I do want to keep it. This is the Becca Hill Jaclyn palette, Champagne Collection face palette if I remember right. It all come off on the back, but I do really like this palette. The blushes are really nice and the highlighters as well. I remember this palette, I was like, oh, I really want that. Then they brought it back and I was like, well, I can get it now, but that was quite a while ago now. But this is the Moonchild glow kit. This isn't my favourite glow kit. I do like it though, but it's got these weird bumps in like all the shades. But I will keep this for now. This is the Radiant Blush Kit by Anastasia. I don't know why it's so thick, like, compared to the glow kit, but I do really like these blushes. I really like this shade Breeze, and so this is definitely staying. Next are my Colourpop palettes, well, nearly all my Colourpop palettes. This is the Disney Designer, it's a Princess Thing palette. This is staying. I love these shades and the Colourpop formula is really good. Garden Variety, this is one of my most recent ones, so this is definitely staying. I love the colour scheme of this. This is Good as Gold. This is staying for now. I feel like a lot of these shimmers are quite thick. I don't, if that makes sense, like they're quite thick like these ones here. But this is Flutterby. I love these mauve shades. They're really pretty. I just wish this glitter wasn't in it. This is the Elsa palette. I do really like this one. This silver is absolutely gorgeous. And the blue is nice and this shimmer as well. I don't think I'll hold on to it forever, but for now I will keep it. Next I have all my monochromatic palettes from Colourpop. They are all staying apart from this one. This is Just My Luck, which the one I was talking about earlier. So I took that shade out and put it in my magnetic palette. Another shade fell out, so there's these shades left. I will list this on my Depop. I was put it up for really cheap because obviously the packaging is not good and there's 2 shades missing and it's used, so this will be well cheap on there. This is the Blue Moon palette. I think this is slightly, yeah, this is slightly beat up because I dropped it. I didn't drop it on the floor, I dropped it from the shelf to the desk, but it still did this and all the shades, nearly all the shades came out, so they're in the wrong order as well. But I'm keeping this. This is the Meant to Be. I love this palette, like it's got such nice shades in it. I love these shimmers, but I think the mirror's broken because it's like keep falling. But whatever. This is Blowing Smoke. I am definitely keeping this. I love these grey shades. I love cool tones. Behind here I keep this because it is circular. This is the Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2 palette by Tarte. I am going to keep this. These have such like a unique texture. They're like really creamy. I don't know how to explain it, but it is a really nice formula and I'm keeping it because I remember when I got this I was in Sephora in America and all that anyway. So this is the Ciate Glitter Storm palette. This is such a nice palette, like woo. The formula on here is so good and these glitter shades at the top are stunning. So this is definitely staying. I remember I got the Jessica Rabbit palette and It was so bad. I watched all the reviews and they were like, it's bad. And I was like, it can't be that bad, but I got it and it was. So I would listen to reviews in the future, which I should have done in the first place. So next I have the Revolution Pro New Neutral palette. My friend got me this for my birthday. And I wouldn't normally buy from Revolution, but this is a really nice quality palette. Just don't like the glitters in here. But I am going to keep this. And thank you to my friend, because that was really thoughtful of her. This is the It's My Roro BH Cosmetics palette, the second one they did. This is a nice palette. I love how they have the mattes matching the shimmers, but I don't really use this anymore. And I've got palettes that I would just use over this, so I'm going to list this. This is the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette. This is like the old version, but oh my gosh, look at this. Like, I was thinking, keep this, but like seriously, when have I used this? And when am I going to use it? I'm not. So just get rid of it, mate. Next, I have a few BH palettes that I recently got. This is the Vanilla Orange Truffle Blush palette. This is really nice. I just think this is so cute and I can't wait to use it more. Next, I have 3 palettes from the Sweet Shop collection thingy. This is the pistachio one. These are all staying. I recently got all these and they are so good. They're so good. So yeah, I got this one now, so I don't need Just My Luck, and I prefer the shades in this and the formula, to be honest. So that's why Just My Luck is going. This is the Cotton Candy. And this is the Cherry on Top. I never really thought about using reds, but I feel like reds would go like nice with my eye colour. And I don't love oranges, but reds I much prefer. So that's why I got this one. This is the Dominique Cosmetics Latte 2 palette. Packaging is so cute on this. I really like this one because it had like these cool tones in it. It's an alright palette. I don't think the shimmers are amazing. The mattes are quite nice. So it's not the best palette ever, but I will keep this because it's decent and I do get nice looks out of the shades. Sometimes it can be hard to use these shades with this palette, but this is the Urban Decay Moondust palette. This is going to stay, and I can't believe how much I used to use this. Like, there's pan on 4 of the shades, but they are actually really nice shadows, so yeah. This is a Coloured Rain Very Cute palette. This has a really nice formula. I don't love this orange and I don't really like the bright pink background, but it does have nice shadows. I don't think it will stay much longer, but for now I am going to keep it. This is the Mickey Mouse Dose of Colours palette. I love the Dose of Colours formula and it took me ages to actually get my hands on this palette, so this is staying. These next 2 palettes are staying from Dose of Colours just because the formula is so good. I love this colour scheme. This is my favourite one out of the 3. And this is the Desi Katie Francation one. This is Winging It by Colourpop. I had to keep the sleeve because it's so pretty and then they put this boring thing on. This is a really nice purple blush shades, so this is staying. The next ones are all Anastasia and they are all staying for now. I spent the money on them. This is Subculture. I literally got this when it released. Like I remember I was camping, not that you need to know this, but I was camping and I went down to the main site bit to get Wi-Fi to order to order this, and it's not even a good palette. Imagine I did that. It's not even a good palette, but it is staying for now because I want to try it again. I haven't used this in quite a while and I want to try it again, but I doubt it will stay for that much longer. But I don't really want to sell it on because look at the packaging and it's so old. I don't think people would want this, so yeah. This is Prism. This is one of my favourites. I love this colour scheme and the formula is so much better and I just love the colours on this. They're so much better than Subculture, mate. Malvina, this is a decent palette, but not gonna lie, she low-key ruined the brand, or high-key, I don't know. But I don't like Eccentric. It's ugly, sorry. But the shimmers are nice, and I like using this in the summer. I used it in the summer quite a lot last year, just because I wanted to get some use out of this palette, and I wasn't doing anything. And Sultry, oh my gosh, Sultry, my baby. I love cool tones, and this is just a dream. This Cyborg shade and Pearl, oh, they are stunning, so yes. This is Riviera. I prefer the shimmers to the mattes on this. Like, they've got too much of this going on. Like, they don't need all these, I don't think. Sorry, it's blurry. Sorry if it's blurry. But I do really like the shimmers, so. And then we have the Cardi Bible palette. I don't know why people didn't like this one. I really like this one. So it was sad to see quite a few people not like it, but I love this one, and I just think the colours are so pretty. So, and the packaging is really pretty as well. I have this MUA palette that I got years ago. I've literally hit pan on every shade apart from the black. So I'm just going to throw this away because I don't use it anymore, and no one deserves to have this, okay? These are Wet n Wild ones. This is Sweet as Candy. I'm getting rid of this, I don't use it. And this is She Fancies Floral. I was only keeping this for this shimmer, but I don't even use it. So that's going. This is a Gosh palette, To Be Cool in Copenhagen. My sister gave this to me. So I'm just going to keep it for now. I like the cool shades. This is the NYX Avonport palette. My friend got me this for my birthday last year, so I am keeping. It's actually a really cute palette. So there we go. This is the Colourpop Candy Castle palette. I am going to keep this for now. I didn't get this too long ago. And the shades are really pretty. I know, like, some of them are so hard to get to show up. Like, honestly, I don't know why they thought that was a good idea. Like, what is that? I'm sorry, what is that? But I will try and use this, but I doubt I will keep hold of it for much longer, to be honest. This is the first LJ Kisser palette. This is alright. The formula isn't my favourite, but I will hold on to this. And I couldn't even get the second one because it was only released in the US and Canada, but whatever. This is the Snow Angels by Dose of Colours. This is Staying Love, the formula and the shades. And then lastly, I have these two Colourpop palettes. This is just one with these. There's like two glass ball. I don't know why I thought I needed two, but. And this is the Anastasia Saucy. This is saying this is really pretty as well. So yes, that is my collection and the small declutter, because as I say, I'm only getting rid of stuff that I want to get rid of. I'm not going to get rid of stuff I want to keep just for the sake of decluttering, and I did spend money on this stuff, or people did give it to me. Yeah, this is the stuff I'm going to sell, and this is the stuff I'm going to throw away. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hopefully will film another declutter video soon. My Depop will be linked down below, as well as my main channel and my social media and my Etsy, because I sell bracelets. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye.